Welcome back. The Anambra State Government will be partnering with the federal government to revive the rice mill and water irrigation plant in some communities of Ayamelum Council area. Governor Willie Obiano made this known during the inspection of the facilities as part of the state government's strategic plan to boosting rice production and to also meet its target of producing 613,000 metric tons per annum.
This is Anambra Rice Mill, established in the 80s during the Shehu Shagari regime. In no distant time, this abandoned rice mill should be up and running, if the words of the Anambra State Government is anything to go by. The Anambra State Government is partnering with the federal government to revamp the industry, capable of processing not less than 50,000 metric tons of rice yearly. Governor Willie Obiano and his team are in the community to inspect the facility. He believes this will help the state government meet its target of producing 613,000 metric tons of rice per annum.
We are trying to reactivate this equipment. It's a federal government facility, and we are working hard with Ministry of Agriculture, United Nations, UNIDO, and CO to be able, and water resources to be able to do all this stuff. So to be able to do 3 cycles, that pumping station must be up and going, and it will be able to water an expanse of land that can give us ×3 this paddy that I just mentioned here.
Governor Obiano also met with the people of the community, who expressed gratitude to the governor for bringing more development into their community.
We
thank God for making it possible for you to revive the giant rice mill. We're also happy with the starting of the Seed Multiplication Center in Anambra. We pledge our support to that project. Water has always been a challenge here, but immediately this administration came, a survey was done, and now a sustainable water supply will be made available. For all this, we thank you.
From Anambra in Ayamelum local government area, the governor heads to Ogbunike Cave Road in Oyi local government area to present the design for street lighting projects to the cave.
The Edo State Government is set to join in the National School Feeding Program, with the pilot phase taking off across the 90 public primary schools in a local government area in Edo State. The Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, announced this as part of efforts to addressing the developmental challenges in the council area during a town hall meeting at Eho, the council's headquarters.
It's a homecoming for the Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, as he gets this rousing welcome and arrival for this town hall meeting in his native Ode local government area of Edo State. This stakeholders meeting affords the community members a good opportunity to present the issues affecting the council area, which they also say is the least developed in the entire state. These complaints are not news to the illustrious son. Governor Obaseki assures the gathering of a quick response from the state government. The very first step comes from the basic education sector.
We have started the total transformation of our basic education in Edo State. We have trained the first 2,000 teachers. What I have decided to do is that those 90 schools in Ode will automatically now be part of the Edo Best program. Which means that all the teachers will now be trained in this new Edo Best program. But in addition, I've appealed to the Vice President, I will now add a school feeding program for all the children who are in our schools.
Some community leaders say they are more than willing to play their part in the new development plans.
We're going to ensure that the community development, the development committee that is going to set up, are put together harmoniously in the way he has designed it, so that we'll support his work.
This is an APC meeting. It is a government meeting. That is why you find all tendencies here.
The school feeding program may be an initiative of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, but the Edo State government says its development programs will be beneficial to everyone, irrespective of party affiliations.
The Nigerians have been asked to pursue peace by all means in the overall interest of the country. Former military head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar retired, mentioned this during the commissioning of some road and bridge projects in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. The Ooni of Ife, who was also in Port Harcourt, advocates politics without bitterness. Our correspondent Emmanuel Ire reports.
Transamadi Industrial Area in Port Harcourt, River State, appears to be wearing a new look owing to the reconstruction of the road and bridges in the area by the River State government. And at night, the 8.4-kilometer Garrison Transamadi Slaughter Woji Elelewon Road is well lit in what used to be the industrial hub of the state and the South-South. Former head of state Abdulsalam Abubakar is here in the company of the River State governor, and his assignment is to unveil the road to the delight of the people.
I'm very happy that this road has been completed, and I congratulate him for continuing where his predecessors have stopped.
Our administration paid not less than 17 billion to complete this project. It is easy for people to say that they have done this work 95%. If they have done 95%, how can we be paying such amount of money?
Cultural displays set a tone for another event the day after, as Governor Wike awaits the arrival of his guests. And then, the Ooni of Ife makes a dramatic entry. He's here for the commissioning of the River State Cultural Center in the company of the Ebonyi State Governor, David Umahi.
I want to use this means and this medium to appeal to all our leaders in this country that we should all please put aside politics of bitterness, politics of destruction. Let each and every leader remember that power belongs to the people here.
The governor considers his position a privilege to serve.
For the opportunity River State gave to me, that's nothing. There's no sacrifice I cannot make for this state. Because if you look at it in terms of writing exams, I may not be the best. But you gave me the opportunity. I need to pay you back.
It's a long couple of weeks ahead for the state government as it continues to unveil various projects across the state to mark the Wike's administration's 3rd anniversary. Emmanuel Ire, Channels Television News.
The divisions in the Imo State chapter of the All Progressives Congress continue to play out, with the Imo APC coalition group on the one hand, the faction led by Governor Rochas Okorocha on the other. This time, its party leaders in Ngokpala local government area of Imo State are declaring support for Governor Okorocha's administration. They have also dissociated themselves from the activities of the Imo APC coalition group led by Mr. Theodore Ekechi, who himself is from Ngokpala. Addressing party faithful and journalists, the leaders unanimously threw their weight behind the candidacy of the Imo State Chief of Staff, Mr. Uche Nwosu, as the party's governorship flag bearer in 2019.
Advising our brother to please allow our brothers who are now occupying the position he once occupied with his cousins to enjoy a good working relationship with the governor. We are pleading that he should please allow them Do not present Ngopal as ungrateful people. We believe in continuity. This government has done so well. Whether he is working, the answer is yes. Whether it is 1 year, no, it is 2. Whether 2 is enough, I will say it's 3. It's yes, it's working. When I look at the allocations that come to Imo State and the achievements has done, I wonder how he's doing it. It only takes somebody who's an entrepreneur to be able to get the type of value he has gotten with allocation in Imo State. So I want to thank him and say he should continue doing.
And UK-based Nigerian artist Kunle Adegboroye is a product of 2 worlds and is expected his artworks portray his experiences. Well, his latest exhibition in Lagos, tagged Nostalgia, is a reflection of the Nigerian story, the history and culture, among other issues.
A rush of emotions fused with bittersweet memories. That's what resonates in Kunle Adegboroye's mind anytime he has to do an exhibition. Although this contemporary artist lives outside the shores, his passion for Nigeria is obvious, and that's why he uses every opportunity to comment on issues that can make the country better.
I try to look or to think about the sovereigns of the Nigerian society itself, and most importantly, especially the kids, the children within the society. And then after doing a lot of research and seeing the sovereigns and everything, so I thought it would be a good thing to at least to voice out in my own little way through my artistic drawings or paintings. And that's why we are here today.
The stories which take a life of their own on canvas took him far and wide to learn more about what's happening in a country he believes has a lot of unsung heroes, as the historical events have been swept under the carpet.
When you look at the Nigerian society, you see that we have gone through one major war in the history of Nigeria, and that is the Biafra War. And looking at it from my own background, that is somebody that has been trained in United Kingdom and that lives in United Kingdom, I believe that there are so many wars that's taking place, and these wars are celebrated or remembered. So we have all this Remembrance Day, the Battle of Trafalgar, so many wars but after doing a lot of research, I discovered that the Biafra War has not been celebrated in Nigeria. And from my own research, I know that at least 2 million people died. So it would be good for either this government or government coming or somebody within the system, because it's part of the history of Nigeria. You can't take that out of Nigeria. It needs to be recognized, it needs to be celebrated, and the heroes needs to be remembered on both parts.
All this has left an impression on one of the distinguished personalities here, and that's the former Commonwealth Secretary General, Emeka Anyaoku.
I've just met the artist for the first time, and I must say that he has captured very well the different aspects of our cultural traditions. And so the title of the exhibition, Nostalgia, is very apt.
These are images that plague his mind as someone who crisscrossed from the United Kingdom to Nigeria. And that's what he's bared on his large canvas at the Omenka Gallery.